Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to share with you my recent Lisa Eldridge purchase. I have been so excited and anxiously awaiting the new blushes, the highlight, and some of her new lipsticks. I am so anxious to get into these. So I thought we'd start maybe by putting on some blush. I am so curious to try this one on. This one is the one I was most drawn to. This one's called Island Glow. I'm just gonna stick a little blob on the back of my hand. I don't know that I'll need more than that. Lisa says that a little goes a long way. Ooh, you know what's interesting is as I'm kind of blending it in here on the back of my hand, I'm making a mess. This is Island Glow. It definitely has more of a corally peachy shade to it. I am putting this on an unset face. I didn't want to worry about trying to mix cream and powder together, so I don't have this part of my face set, but I feel like it blended super easily. Let me show you. Just took some on my finger, tapped it on, and at first I was like, what have I done? It looks a little frightening. But I find that the more that I just tap it in with the warmth of my finger, I feel like it shears out nicely, and I feel like it almost feels like I'm not wearing anything. Now, not all of the cream blushes I have are heavy, but sometimes when I pick them up with my finger, I can feel them on my finger. I can't really feel this on my finger, and I don't know whether that's because it has some hydrating properties to it. I was squeezing it out of the tube, the first drop was a clear oil. So I definitely know that there is going to be a really hydrating, lightweight feel to this. But I'll tell you, it was way more than I was expecting it to be. And this blends so easily just with fingers. I think this would go on super fast as well with the brush. I think we'll try a brush next and we'll use a sponge for the last one and see which way we like it. But I would be super happy. It's hard to blend and talk at the same time, but I feel like I would be super happy with the look that I get just by using my fingers. I really like this blush. I think it's super pretty. It definitely is more of that corally, warm, not quite peachy, because I feel like peach colors can lean sometimes a little neutral or a little orange. And I feel like this definitely has kind of like a pinky coral glow to it, and I really love it. This shade is called Dante's Dream. I thought, since I used my fingers last time, I would use a clean synthetic brush. This is one of my favorite type of brushes to use for liquid blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this out on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to kind of lightly tap my brush in this. Not a ton, just a little. I am worried that it's going to, ooh, that looks really good. I might put a little bit over here before I actually start blending in the other side. That was easy. This is even faster than fingers. You need so little of this. I think one tube would last you an eternity. This is beautiful. This one's called Dante's Dream. This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. It definitely has more kind of earthy, warm tones to it. And I literally used an amount the size of a grain of rice, and I haven't even gone through half of it. I think it was smart to, pick it up on this, bounce it on the back of my hand, because if I had gone straight from here to here, it would have been a lot. But I feel like this is super easy to apply. I am super impressed, like wildly impressed. And I have been finding that these synthetic kind of densely packed brushes, this is supposed to be a foundation brush, are really great for, you load it up and then you keep bouncing it or swiping it on the back of your hand to get the product mixed in here so you don't leave like a big circular stamp on your cheeks when you go in. And because it is so densely packed, it blends everything beautifully and super quickly. Wow. I love this color. I definitely get the feeling that this looks like a flush of color, and it doesn't look heavy. It doesn't really look like there's product on my face. I mean, you can tell there's color there, but it doesn't. Sometimes powder blushes look powdery. Sometimes a A cream blush can be a little heavy and you can see the texture sitting on top of your skin. Sometimes it can be patchy. I'm super impressed. I like these. I know I've been saying that a lot about cream blush recently, or liquid blush. There's no tack to this. It doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel greasy. Even though I can tell there's definitely hydration in here, like oils of some sort, it just feels like happy, healthy skin. Oh, I know I'm gonna love these. The last shade I have here is Venetian Red. It's a pretty intimidating shade. It's really quite bright. I am gonna use a damp beauty sponge, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dot it onto one side. Oh, it's a lot of color, and start blending it in. Are you seeing this? It went from super scary intense to this. And I know I can get more intensity out of this if I need it to be, but I think I'm gonna keep it on the really light and barely there side. Let's keep blending with this. This is definitely giving me more of an in from the cold sort of kind of more plummy cheek. It definitely feels more like I've been, you know, skiing or playing in the snow on a wintry day, but it's a very lovely color. I feel like Dante's Dream is kind of like my perfect natural flush, and the first one, that more corally island glow, is more of my hot coral cheeks, but I'm really liking this a lot. I have been dying to try this new liquid highlight from Lisa Eldridge. This is called Elevated Glow, and I have the shade Crystal Nebula. Oh my goodness. Look how big this is. I thought that like Shape Tape and some of those others had like really big doe foots. This is really big. What's nice about this is that she mentions how you can use it underneath makeup, mixed in with foundation. I would love to see this product here. Ooh, let's just swatch it a little bit. Oh, I would love to see this product mixed with a little bit of the liquid blush and used together. I might have to try that next time I'm playing with this. But I just want to tap a little bit of this right on the high points of my cheeks. As I'm looking at this, I definitely see the shimmer from whatever pearls or micas or whatever are used in this product, but I also see what looks like a hydration glow, like if you were to put a face oil on. I feel it's the oils in this product that give it another level of glow. And what I like about this is it looks more skin-like than some of the other liquid highlights that I have that are just like bling. They're just like full of like pearls and what have you. They're just so shimmery. This doesn't really look shimmery. It looks glowy. I feel like that's even a bad description. This is a little bit more dialed down, a little more natural looking, and I think would work really well if you happen to have dry skin, if you happen to be a little bit older and don't like the way that powders sit on your face. If you tend to love liquid products like I do, I've been obsessed with them recently, I feel like both the blush and the liquid highlight are going to be able to serve that purpose. I'm going to move on to some lipsticks because I can't wait. That's my favorite thing. It's the first beauty product I ever bought from Lisa was a lipstick. Let's try on some lipsticks. This first one is, I feel like, the perfect nude. This one's called Kitten Mischief. This glides effortlessly on the lips. It feels super hydrating. It's not thick, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't have a sticky or tacky quality to it. It feels just hydrating and luxurious on the lips. I love this color because it definitely has a pink base to it, and it's a nude, and it's not too much, and it's just enough to make me, it looks like me but in color. I love this. This next shade here is called Spirited Away. It definitely has a little bit more warmth to it and a little bit more depth, but it does kind of have that dusty, almost rosy lean to it. I thought I loved Kitten Mischief until I put this on. This might be my perfect me but in color shade. Oh my goodness, my heart goes pitter pat. This shade here is called Painterly. It's definitely the deepest and darkest color that I got. Some people are driving real loud today. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I feel like each shade gets even more and more perfect as I try it on. I'm not ever gonna stop wearing these lipsticks. These are amazing. So I feel like I could just keep, you know, swiping these guys on forever. They feel really good on the lips. They feel super soft, luxurious. My lips aren't dry and removing one and putting another one on because these are so comfortable to wear. This definitely has more of a cooler, almost plummy lean to it. I'm not saying that it's like a plum lipstick, but it has a little hint of that, and the depth and the darkness, but not too much. I really like this. This shade in Painterly is absolutely stunning. I don't know. I started loving them all and I'm loving them each more and more as I'm putting them on. Love. The last shade I got is definitely one that has a lot more kick and a lot more pop to it. This one's called Atomic Cherry. And it's supposed to be kind of like a corally red. Ah, yes. I love this shade. I feel like the name Atomic Cherry led me to believe that it would be a little bit more intense. You can certainly build it up. I don't have a ton on. You can get more intensity if you were to build it up. But I love how my lips look shiny and plump. I feel like these are a light enough weight of a formula that even the darker color, like the one that I have here in Painterly that's a little deeper, if this were to slightly like start to like head outside the lip line, I'm not saying that it does, I'm just saying if it were, I don't think it would be too bad because they're not like super heavy. Like her velvet lipsticks, her matte lipsticks, if one of those is not where it's supposed to be and it's a deep color, you can see it. But I feel like these are definitely more forgiving. Here are the swatches. We start out here with Kitten Mischief, then this is Spirited Away, this next shade is Painterly, and this is Atomic Cherry. And if you're looking at these, you see how they catch the light? They're shiny. They definitely feel like they're a really super hydrating balm, and you can see how sheer they are. So they will bring color to your lips, but they're not going to overpower anything. And I feel like this is the perfect type of lipstick for someone who's not a lipstick lover. If you tend to be more of like a tinted balm person, you know, kind of a sheer gloss person, somebody who doesn't want like a big pow of color, this sort of lipstick right here is definitely what you're going to love. It's comfortable, it's hydrating, it's glossy, it's glowy, and it's just like a sheer veil on your lips. Lisa released 6 luxuriously Lucent lipsticks. 5 of them were new shades. She did happen to re-release this shade here. This one's called Love of My Life. This was part of her 2019 Summer Pinks collection. Let me try this one on for you. This is when I fell in love with this formula because I had 2 of these luxuriously Lucent lipsticks from 2 years ago in summer release, and I was always hoping she would bring them back. And instead of being just pinks, I was really hoping for neutrals. So the only one of these new luxuriously Lucents that I didn't pick up is Rose Official, but I just decided it's not a shade that I feel like I would reach for as much. These other 4 are gorgeous, but this shade here in Love of My Life is another one that is being re-released, and you can pick it up right now. I would love to know if you've tried any of Lisa's products. If you have a favorite, I'm dying for her to release her lip liners on their own individually. I know you can still get them if you get a lip kit. My favorite one is getting shorter every day. I definitely want to be able to buy like the red one. I want to be able to buy like the deep mulberry one. This is what I'm anxiously awaiting for fall, hoping that she releases that. But I have been a long time love of the lipstick formula, both the Luxuriously Lucent, which is new, again, released for this summer, as well as her Velvet formula, the matte formula. I feel like Lisa does lipsticks so well, and I knew because she was so carefully, you know, getting interesting and beautiful formulas together for lip products, that when she launched cheek products, they were really going to be outstanding. I had a really high bar, and she definitely met that, and I am so glad to have these new highlight and cheek products in my collection. You're gonna see me using them a lot. I would love to know if you've tried anything from Lisa, if there's anything that maybe you've been wanting to try, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for being subscribed. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.